one of the things that I had on the list I was going to try to do this week was to take Dad fishing. And now it is not a great time of year to fish where we're living because it's hotter than 9 hells out there. You know what I mean? So
we're getting a little break right now.
Right now feels a little better, but it's just so humid. We're living in a tropical rainforest.
Yeah.
I mean, like mosquitoes. Like I looked, and when I got to the pond, 3 mosquitoes were fishing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean that they're gigantic. They have their own rods.
They
and
look
everything.
like bats.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, Dad, you want to go fishing? Well, yeah. You know how he does that? Yeah. Well, yeah. And I said, all right, I'm getting up Saturday morning. I'm coming to get you, and we're going to go to the farm, and we're going to fish, and we're going to hang out. We're going to look at game cameras. We're going to move stuff around, and we'll just see how it goes. We'll get us something to eat, and we'll hang out all day. Well, then, of course, as we've talked about for years, and it's the weirdest thing ever, is that Gary the Bulldozer Man can sense if I'm going anywhere near the farm. He can sense it. I don't know how he does it. It's really scary. It's almost like there's some – Bubba, when he had a place near some land down there when Gary started working for Bubba first, do you not agree? He has this weird – I can't describe it.
Well, it's turned into a game to see if I could sneak in.
Right, sneak into the county without him knowing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, here comes the call. Hey, you coming down the farm? And I said, yeah. I said, man, Dad and I are going to go down there. You bringing Coach? He said, man, I just love him. I love Coach. And I said, well, we all do, Gary. We love Coach. hey, Gwen's gone. Why don't y'all come down to Lake House? And I said, well, Gary, I said, I don't know. I said, let's get over there and let me see how the pond goes. Let's keep it as simple as we can. And Dad loves the pond, and of course, we had the fish turn over, so I know I don't have any big fish in there, but I've got some that will still be fun if you can get them happening. Of course, it's the hot. They're not exactly active. And well, hey, won't y'all go down there and see how it goes? And you want to try something different? You get him down there. We take him out on the boat. Let him fish some of them grass areas. Okay.
What?
Some of them grass areas. He said, we'll go over and flip in them grass areas. Okay, Gary. Hey, and I'll cook y'all a big old steak and a potato.
Keeps getting better.
And then what was odd, I wasn't ready for this, and a salad. And I said, a salad? You don't like a salad? And I said, no, I don't care about a salad. That's stuff that people make you eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what you eat when you don't have the other stuff.
And then in a shocker, well, I make a pretty good salad. And I'm like, well, yeah, if you want to do a salad, I said, well, but I put that in there, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see how it goes. So the fishing was very, very bad. It was terrible. Now, and also I'd noticed, and this is on, you can't have nothing. Over time, some of these willows and stuff have grown up around the pond, and now some of the places I fish, I can't get to them now because they're all. I need to do some cleaning on the banks.
Why hadn't Gary took care of
Well, I ain't doing nothing. Till Sherry Burgess tells me what to do. He said, "Hey, I done learned about messing with Sherry. I ain't cutting nothing down no more ever." He said, "Hey, I cut that one tree." And he said, I had to get me a new pair of britches. She didn't eat the hind end out of these. So as we all know, my dad, Greg, and you can do this. If you're fishing this time of year, you throw one thing only, purple worm.
That's right.
So as soon as we start, we get out. I said, what are you going to throw today? What do you mean, what am I going to throw? I'm going to throw a purple worm. I said, I don't know. I said, I may go with something different. You can throw any worm you want to as long as it's purple. So we go. Of course, then we start. I said, now we're gonna keep score. He said, keep score. I said, yeah, I mean, who gets most fish?
Are you going for biggest fish? Or what are you going for?
I did. I said, let's listen. There's the biggest fish, but he said it's both. It's biggest fish and most. I said, okay.
Game on.
So
the ones you count, do you have a minimum? I mean, you got to set all the ground rules, right?
Yeah. And then we get down and we get to fishing and I kind of come out of the gate, and catch a pretty good fish. I thought we were kind of in business. I thought I'd kind of found them, but then it kind of petered out again. And so sure enough, we've been down there a couple of hours, and we did go out and check the game cameras, and Dad loved all that, and we jumped a few deer, and he loved all that, and that was great. So Gary the Bulldozer Man rides up in his Spurmaster Jeep. He's got a Jeep that has Spurmaster on it, of course. And he rides.
It's a write-off for the business.
Yeah, and he said, hey, you just need to give up on this. He said, Coach needs to come down there and we need to get him on some fish. and y'all come down my lake house. I'm gonna cook you and Coach a steak, and a potato and a salad. I don't know what his deal is with this salad. So anyway, I'd already made the mistake once of telling him he didn't need his tackle box. My dad.
Yeah, just let him bring it, Rick.
Well, why did you tell him that, Rick? He might need his stuff.
Well, I said that I have everything that we need. Nah, I'm gonna take my own tackle box. Okay. He said, look, he said, well, gosh, I don't know. Do I not have any weights in here? Dad, I got some weights. Hey, I got my own tackle box, Rick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have some weights over here if you need them. Nah, I got them in here, and I'm going to find my own weights. Okay. All right. Okay, Dad. Yeah, here they are. See, you think I don't have weights? I wouldn't say that. I just saying I had some if you need it. So now Gary's taking us down to his lake place. Okay, here we go. Now, Rick,
so are you fishing at his pier, or you're out on?
No, we're going to get in the boat, and we're going in the boat. Hey, I want to take Coach out in my boat. Okay. All right. So we get down there, and so then it happens, and I know better than this. Yeah, it's just stupid on your part, and for you to try to let this happen. So we get down there. Well, if you've got my tackle box, Dad's tackle box, and the tackle that's already in the boat, it's a lot of stuff. And there's three of us, and so Gary says, "Hey, Coach, hey, you don't need your tackle box. I got everything here you need." And I thought, oh God,
here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry my tackle box. Well, I mean, Coach, you don't need it. I mean, look at this. I got every kind of thing you could ever think of. You gotta just let him have his tackle box. In a miraculous moment, I finally get Dad talked into it. We're just adding stuff to the boat. We're just
too much.
We don't need it.
Right.
How big is his tackle box?
Our rods are already done, and your tackle box is as big as a trailer. And
multi-trays.
Look under here, Gary. Gary, do you have anything we need? I mean, I got it all. I mean, hey, you think I'm gonna have this thing set up with a bunch of junk in here? And I said, okay. So we get in the boat, and here we go. Oh gosh, y'all. Hey, let's get over here, and we're gonna throw in these grass over here. So anyway, first of all, Dad is mortified that Gary says, "Hey, Rick, why don't you throw one of them frogs?" and so Dad goes, "What?" And he does that face, and I said, "Gary wants me to throw a frog in there." A frog? I said, "Yes, sir." Not a pig in a jig? No, sir. Is it a frog? It is. It looks like a frog. Look, there he is tying it. Looks like a frog. Hey, throw this in there. Hit them weeds and come out of there with it. So Dad all of a sudden gets hung, and he loses his purple worm. Oh no! Gary, you got a purple worm?
Uh-oh.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna get in here and get it. Let me get you a worm, Coach. I look back, and Gary's frantic. He's throwing every color worm.
You just see packs of stuff flying everywhere.
And then Gary says,
"Oh no!"
The line that altered the entire day. Coach, I believe all I got is pumpkin seed. And I watched my dad's head turn around. I can still see the sunglasses. I can see the reflection of the water on his sunglasses. I can see his hat. I can see his camo hat. And I can see, he said, "What? Pumpkin seed?" So here I am in this moment with Gary and Dad, this face-off.
Is it like the Matrix again?
Did you just say pumpkin seed? He said, "I've had a lot of success with pumpkin seed with a chartreuse tail." He goes, "With a what?" "Well, it's got a little neon chartreuse tail on it." And Dad said, "You want me to throw something that says pumpkin seed with a lime green tail?" And I said, "Gary, please find a purple worm. Whatever you have to do, find it." Yeah, I knew I should have brought my own dang,
Yeah, right.
You taught me to leave my tackle box. My tackle box back in the truck ain't doing us no good out here, is it? Yeah. And it's full of purple worms. And I was like, "Gary, please, Gary. Oh my gosh, did you just say pumpkin seed to him? If you say pumpkin seed one more time, I've had lots of success with pumpkin seed." I said, "Please, if you utter pumpkin seed again, I'm gonna throw you out of this boat. I will put you in the water." And Gary, at one time, I know it doesn't seem possible with Gary's gut. He was up under, you know, where the storage areas inside a fishing boat. I could see like his butt sticking out. He was halfway up in there.
Oh, Lord.
And listen. And then from underneath there, I hear this. Listen, you're going to love this underneath.
Hey, I found a purple worm.
Come out with that purple worm, Gary. Back out. So we go to take the boat in and had a great day on the water with Dad and with Gary. And once we got the purple worm established, so we get in, and Gary is trying to get his boat now on the little deal that pulls it up out of the water. Little lift. And so Dad, you know, who's had knee replacement and all that, goes to get out of the boat, and Gary, in my opinion, was not paying attention and was still moving the boat, you know, trying to get it situated. And I guess Dad and him had a breakdown in communication. So Dad goes to step, and the boat moves. Well, Dad is about to fall. Okay, so he's going back, and I reach down to grab him, and he hits on the side of the boat for a minute, and he gets up like that. And of course, you know, I said, "Well, Gary, I wasn't doing nothing." I said, Gary, you got to let us get out of the boat before you start all this. Hey, I didn't. I said, look, that's and Dad like he just had a little blood blister on his finger, and he said, let me ask you this: how many 77-year-old men would have not fallen in the water?
Oh, here you go.
And I said, most. He said, most of them, but you'd be taking them to the hospital with a broken hip right now. And I said, probably. He goes, did you see me? He said, you see how I got on my feet? You see how I caught my balance and got back up? I did. He said, you really name any? You think there's any 77-year-old man do that? He said, every one of them been there, but you be pulling them out of the water right now. So I get him home, okay, and all that. And Gary was trying to tell me, of course, which way I had to go home, and you got to try that and all that. So I get him home. We had a great day together. It was fantastic. So I get home, go to bed, and get up and go I spoke at a church yesterday, had a great time. So as I'm about 2:00 in the afternoon, I noticed that Gary had texted me early, and I just missed it. And it said, did y'all get home okay? Everything okay with Coach?
Oh, no. Right. Oh, no, you didn't. Rick.
Yeah.
This is so
great.
good.
Perfect setup. This is awesome.
You couldn't wait.
So I wait till about 8:30 at night when I get ready to go to bed. And I text back, sorry, buddy, I've been to the hospital all day. And I said, yes. I said, hey, I guess when you let him fall in the boat.
When you pretty much knocked him down.
I said he's hurt pretty bad. I said, we've been to the hospital all day.
Rick.
And I said, Mom's upset. She's mad at me. Said I should have left him at the farm. I should have never gone down to the lake.
You went that far.
Oh yeah.
That's so good.
Greg, so anyway, and so Greg,
nobody deserves it more than Gary.
no. So then all of a sudden you can just see in his little text, hey, I'm sorry, is Coach all right? And so then, Greg, I pull a picture of Dad's arm from the staph infection.
Yeah.
Rick. Okay. It was nasty.
So I've got a hospital gown.
Rick.
I've got a nasty looking
yeah.
looking arm. And I fired to him. I said, look at this. This is bad. look. And he sends back, hey, man, I can't believe that.
Rick.
Also,
How long did you let him go?
Also, the phone starts ringing. and he says, hey, I can't believe that. I said, Gary, it's bad. I said, I hope he can keep his arm.
Rick.
He said, do what? He said, do what?
That's so good.
I said, then that ain't nothing. I said, his ribs are messed up. I said, he must have hit harder than I thought he did. I said, did
You had through ribs in there?
I said, did you see him? He did hit that side of that boat. And I said, Gary, I said, Mom's very upset. And I said,
wow.
I said, I'm trying to keep you out of it.
Oh, no, you. Greg.
Well, I should have just left it alone. I just want y'all to come down to my lake house and have a steak and potato and a salad. and I want to take him out on the boat. I said, well, you took him out on the boat and hurt him.
Well, I tell you, you sure did.
Yeah. And I said, we should have stayed to farm. Look, and he's sitting there and it's just silent.
I can't believe you let it go this long.
He goes, so what? You been up there all day? I said, well, we've been to the hospital all day. I just got home. I said, I'm sorry I missed your text. I didn't want to upset you. Well, I'm upset. He said, I can't believe this. Like that, all of a sudden I start going, and I start laughing. He goes, you hot a mighty. He said, listen, don't you know somebody gives you a visual? He goes, I was in the bed. I was going to bed. And you sent me that text. It upset me so much. I've got up, got dressed, and got a pot of coffee on.